Hi everyone, ZabE here today with another ZabE Rocks. Today we're going to discuss fairy gardens. I do this project every year with the kids. It's always great fun, hands-on, lots of participation, all ages, all genders. It's a winner, so I always would recommend doing a fairy garden with your group. I have many different ideas every year for these, so I have a lot of things I've accumulated that we can use in our gardens. So here are some pictures of what we used in our gardens. We had plates for our bases. I found some really nice clear plastic plates that worked really well. They were a little bit deep, so you could put your things in there. We have rocks and marbles for our bottoms. Glass, I buy some glass marbles and some rocks from the Dollar Tree. We have Dollar Tree dinosaurs and bugs, just to draw another interest. We do a lot of little flowers, and so I bought some plastic things that are supposed to connect together, but we turned ours into flowers. There's Easter time, so I bought a lot of the little chicks, and those were a lot of fun to use in the fairy gardens. Moss and twigs and limbs with moss, a different kind of moss out of the forest. I gathered up a bunch of those and brought those in. Those are always really enjoyed. Little pine cones, those were fun too. Got a bunch of those for them to use. Sticks, craft sticks. I mean, what can't you build with a craft stick? So those are always good. And I have a lot of wooden spools or plastic spools that thread were on. Those are good. Little clothespins. We even had cinnamon sticks. I had little coffee pods. They're the metal ones from whatever the coffee maker is. I save those, and they're in beautiful colors. And so we use those in our fairy gardens. I had some leftover My Little ponies from another Dollar Tree purchase. Those were in the fairy gardens. So anything that you can think of that's small, and sand. I had black and red sand, a lot of it in the room, so we used a lot of that too. All right, and then the finished creations are just they're all different. They all have a different idea, so they're really quite fantastic. I've got chicks on top of little houses with gnomes all around. We have ones that I'm always impressed when the kids do vertical, and they take the sticks and they run them up, and then they make little bugs on those, and then a creek going through. We have ones with lots of chicks and flowers. We had some that were in a nice sandy place with lots of rock, the little chicks going up a plank and one diving in, so its little butts up. That was pretty cute. They did water. They used some blue yarn and created water spaces. They made a lot of mushrooms by gluing cotton balls onto the coffee pods, and those turned out really well. We made swings for the little chicks. They made trees out of the branches and the moss, and benches. We had these, I don't know where the little round sticks came from, but they were in the collection, and so they used those to build benches with. We have nests they made out of the coffee pods. Someone did a peace garden. It looks fantastic, a little Zen garden. It's got little frogs, got stacked rocks. It has a bench, peace sign. It was very creative. And then there's also the March Madness basketball one at the end with a court and a basketball shooter and a gnome on the side watching it all. There's ones with burlap on the bottom. We found some burlap. That worked well for a bottom base. And then that one also had a nice pond in it. We did some just black sand on the bottom. I mean, the possibilities are endless. And I don't think you'll ever have two that are alike. And the kids are engaged. I mean, when they want to stay, when their parents come to pick them up, and they're like, no, you got to come back in 20 minutes so I can get this done. You're doing something right. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you like this idea. Please give me a like, a subscribe, and a share. That would be awesome, you guys. Thanks again. Bye.